times 10, that's 40 students. And each student, one person pays like 60,000, depending on whatever is in your house. So by the houses don't need better finishing. I be you can call basic, but then let's go with the basic. You understand? Depends. So when I is baby, let's go with basic. We can call it, or can lion, or can call shakala, or copy this thing. 60k in naira. It's almost 30 million naira per year. So imagine if you have to build this house, this 10 flats, you increase it to 1-story building, 2-story building, 3-story building. So you're looking at maybe 60 million naira, 90 million naira, almost 100 million naira per year. And you say you want to Japa, or you Japa, you have money in your account, you don't know what to do it. Abike, you have money in your account, you are looking for, instead of carrying that money, going to your village to go and build it, that nobody is gonna rent, that they will not even do work to that place. Carry that money to that country and invest in that country. The only reason I did not do Japa package in this particular country is because their tuition fee is expensive. In all the countries I have been through, this is the only one I'm going to recommend that you should do your student lodge here. And that's one thing I really love this Igbo tribe for. You see, then when I go just shout to UK, Canada, but you see these Igbo people, you see this Igbo tribe, they are always very strategic. One corner, they'll just look for one corner, one corner, germinate CB. So I was able to speak to some Nigerians before I left there, right? I wanted to know, because you know, like, there are some countries that before you set up your business there, you have to marry their nationality, you have to marry their person, you know, all of those things. So I was able to meet Nigerians there, ask them what's your nationality, who did you marry, this thing. If you tell me you want to come and open a Nigerian restaurant in this business, I'll tell you no. Don't. When I visited this country, I visited so many Nigerian restaurants. I was trying to see this. I was not impressed with it. That's why I'm telling you that different countries, different business ideas, different business So, but you see this students launch business when I talk. You see this students launch, that's what I'm telling you, that in 2 years you cover your money. In fact, because of that, if you are my client, I'm going to share you some videos. Like I went to some students lodge, like I did, like I wanted to rent an apartment, of course, because you don't have to make that research. I videoed some to see how it looks. I'm like, divide into two. Another thing why I like this business is that you get money from students, you get money from this, but this the target is target students. If you have students from, don't when you pay to me, I'll tell you the people will say me you employ. So they get what is scatter. But if you ask Google, this country, Google tell you this is like the poorest country in the whole world. But for this country, these people they were balls. They were baller. No. Even if you go to go and shop, go, I come marry and meet. When I got to this country, the first question I asked is, are you people allergic to upstairs? Hey, I can call upstairs me. In fact, one of the hotels I lodged, in fact, not even one of the hotels that I lodged, I mean, when I was looking for hotel, these people did the wasteland though. Hey! Money, till Lagos landlord, toba gba, ile imu. Let me still buy. Let me go space ile. They are allergic to upstairs, they are allergic to this thing. So, because of my curiosity, I now asked, is there a land law that says maybe come on call upstairs? So when I asked one of those landowners, the person was like, hey guys, welcome back again to another video that you guys were expecting or thinking about, permitting me to maintain some freshness. Thank you very much. So as you guys know that this is a Japa channel, I'm talking about Japa, but the thing is, in as much as we're talking about Japa, there's some categories of people, like two categories of people. Some people might not want to really japa like that. They already have their money, they're looking for a best place that will give them peace of mind for them to invest. Whereas some people are already japa, they are looking for how to invest in a country that is going to give them peace of mind. So if you're in any of this category, or the third category is maybe you're planning to japa, and as you're planning to japa, you're already calculating how much you're going to be saving from working abroad and all of that. You're like, okay, which business can I do and all of that. I have bring to you guys another good tidings. So the thing is, have Okay, don't let me fast forward. See, this is 2024, right? There are a lot of businesses that you can do, but there are so many factors that affect the businesses that you can do. As the senior immigrant that I am, as the waka waka girl that I am, I was able to find a very good country that you can invest your money in, and in 2 years, in less than 2 years, depending on how strategic you are, you will recover your capital back. This same business I'm talking about, you can do it in Nigeria, right? But you guys know I've stayed in Nigeria before. I stayed in a school hostel before. I did the comparison. The rate of ROI in Nigeria compared to this particular country, it is lower. And that's because in Nigeria, there's like a standard rate, right? There's a standard rate. Imagine the amount that they pay per month in this country I'm talking about compared to Nigeria is what we pay in a year as a student. In fact, what they pay in one month as sharing of room or sharing of room. When I was in Lautech then, a self-contained in Lautech Ogbomosho, I paid like 80,500 a year, single year. And at that time, people were saying a big girl, you're living alone, that kind of thing. Do you understand? But in this country, just to share room with somebody, you pay as high as 60,000 naira or 60,500 or this thing. And this 60,000 naira that I'm saying is if you build your house as basic, right? Go see Joyce's, you understand? Oh, how the furnishing touching see. So about any to you one taste baby by to you call it how to when they even call me and all of that. I know one thought that be running through your mind is, hey, you're talking about student lodge, would they be able to afford it? Guys, the only reason I did not do Japa package in this particular country is because their tuition fee is expensive. That's the only reason. And the funny thing is, the people, it's not as if the citizen that is affording this tuition fee. Do you know what? It's their foreigners. So there are some set of migrants that is coming from like 4 or 5 countries. A certain region, they are moving into this country. In fact, as a matter of fact, if you come to this country, they can be like, oh, are you from this country? In fact, when you come to this country, you will hardly feel like other people want to take over country more and locals more. You understand that type of thing? So these people, they are moving massively from their region. They are coming to this country. And the funny thing is, these people moving from this region, certain region to this particular country, they call them as poor country. That's why I used to tell you that it is not everything you see on Google that you just this thing. The fact that they say poor country does not mean that these people are poor in actual sense, right? So me more be a poor country, but she afford it as high as 5,000 USD tuition fee. I don't understand. Me more but she afford it, and I feel like that's only to the fact that maybe their own rate to dollar rate compared to our own rate to dollar rate. So even when you're saying this country is poor, looking at the buying power comparing to this thing, as I was saying, so even an average Nigerian might not even be able to afford 60,000 per month rent in a hostel sharing room, but these people, they are affording it with their full chests. Like, see, this country that I'm talking about, not be say them seal. Let me use my eye. Go see them. You guys know that I told you guys before I came to tell you guys about the 1 to 11 countries that I was talking about, that I was doing tour. Because of the type of person I am, because I am business oriented, I am like always business sensitive. Anywhere I find myself, I try to look out how I can convert anything to business, anything to money. Japa bad day, but when I got there, I was able to notice that, like I've told you guys, in this year alone, I've moved to so many countries. I've moved severally. I've rented apartments in so many places. But in all the countries I have been through, this is the only one I'm going to recommend that you should do your student lodge here. But I've looked at their buying power. I've looked at the people that are there. I've looked at there's even one that I would have recommended. I've looked at the cost of building. Like, there's so many. I've looked at the government there. I've looked at the security. So there's so many factors that I put into consideration. And what I tell you guys is, when I bring a package to you guys and I charge so much money, just know that anything I come and charge you for, I used to ask myself, Demi, can you stay in this country? Is this a country you can invest in? Is this so what me I cannot use my money and do or find myself in? I cannot come and say, hey guys, come and pay. Could make sense. So that's why I used to tell you that when I come and do this thing, and you money test, money standard, you can see the type of houses I've been living in. So any money high taste. So in as much as there are some of these countries maybe that I've talked about or have as packages that if you put students loss, you understand. But to my own taste, my own standard, I be told you me she feto, me she compare. This is the one that me I prefer to build, right? Another thing is that a lot of Nigerians doing businesses in this country. Like I was able to meet some of them. And the thing is, when I was making my inquiries, because of course, you know, before you invest in a country, should I tell him to stop now or what? You know, before you invest in a country, you first check your fellow nationality, how they're finding it, are they making life hard for them? This is one of those countries that they love Nigerians so much. If you go to this country, the first question they will first ask you is if you are from all these countries that is close by moving to their country. I told you guys. The second one is maybe if you are that authentic Nigerian, they'll be, oh, are you from Nigeria? They love Nigerians so much. So I was able to meet a couple of Nigerians that are doing business as well. And to actually buttress my research, I asked these Nigerians, where are you from? I'm a Nigerian. Who are you married to? They married a Nigerian. This one too. I was able to meet, I met the word, you know, as usual, Igbo go plenty person. And that's one thing I really love this Igbo tribe for. You see, then when I go just shout to UK, Canada, but you see these Igbo people, you see this Igbo tribe, they are always very strategic. One corner, they'll just look for one corner, one corner, germinate zibe. So I was able to speak to some Nigerians before I left there, right? I wanted to know, because you know, like, there are some countries that before you set up your business there, you have to marry their nationality, you have to marry their person, you know, all of those things. So I was able to meet Nigerians there, ask them what's your nationality, who did you marry, this thing. A greater percentage of like 99.99% of them, they all married Nigerians. Is it, or they married their fellow African. There was one that I saw that had an African store there. This person, the wife is Ghanaian, the husband is Nigerian or is Igbo. The husband is Igbo. So there's another one that I asked. There was one that I met again. That one too is an Igbo man. He has a Nigerian restaurant. He's from Nigeria. The wife too is Nigerian. Yeah, the wife too is Nigerian. And then, yeah, the children. Even when we got talking, we're just saying, how are your children? This thing like that, right? There's also another one again that I met. That one is a Nigerian. Yeah, is a Nigerian. Also, when Nigerian, they have this very big establishment. There's another one again that like I just try to do my survey and just ask these things because let me know how business is. But to me, like I said, when I saw it, business life is very. I'm just trying to explain the level of the peace of mind that is in this particular country. Nobody they do he or you're a foreigner or you're this thing. Nobody does that. And another thing about this country is everybody is black. So that's like racism. What if has this thing? Nothing like that. And like I said, it's one of those countries that your African brothers, your Nigerian brothers have. I don't know anything about it. Another thing about this country is safety. I've never heard, and for the time that I was there, and even from the Nigerians that I conversed, nobody come and think, they don't know your life. Something like, won't call your level. If this student lodge business, this thing, like I said. So this country is safe, is peaceful, is anything that you can think about, say if you want to do business. But like I said, they are strategic business. If you tell me you want to come and open a Nigerian restaurant in this business, I'll tell you no. Don't. Because I've been to Nigerian restaurants. When I visited this country, I visited so many Nigerian restaurants. I was trying to see this. I was not impressed with the outflow of customers there. So if you say, then you want to come, I say, no, don't come. The Nigerian restaurant that I hear, right, to me, I feel like the customer base is dry somewhere. In fact, when I was ordering food, when I order food, this thing, they will even be like, because you know, maybe you don't even know about this. I'm not just impressed about the customer, this thing. That's why I'm telling you that different countries, different business ideas, different business so Nigerian restaurants cannot work there. Me in a power of way. I'm not impressed with what me I saw. But the customer base won't know. You are gonna but you see this students launch business when I talk. You see this students launch, that's what I'm telling you, that in 2 years if you cover your money. In fact, because of that, if you are my client, I'm going to share you some videos. Like I went to some students lodge, like I did, like I wanted to rent an apartment, of course, because you don't have to make that research. I videoed some to see how it looks. I'm like, divide into two. And another thing why I like this business is that, because like I said, in as much as I say students lodge, I do not mean it is only students that can stay here, because from my research there are some people that they are not students but they still stay in this like normal apartment, because their normal flat is kind of expensive for them to afford. Like I said, now foreigners, they afford them. You understand? So you get money from students, you get money from this, but this the target is target students. If you have students from, no, when you pay to me, I'll tell you the people will say me you employ. So they get what is scatter. But if you ask Google, this country, Google tell you this is like the poorest country in the whole world. But for this country, these people they were balls, they were baller. Even if you go to go and shop, go. I come marry and meet. So I was able to do some pricing, right? Just like to boost my research and all of that. A bag of cement in this country is like 10,000 naira for a bag of cement. I just priced one. How much is a bag of cement? 10,000 naira. A naira, 10,000 naira. And a plot of land, or let me say, like I said, I did some calculations. A plot of land is like 10 million naira upwards, like that. It's like 10 million naira, 12 million naira, 13 million naira. Then half plot of land is like 5 million naira, of course. So now, like I said, I did some calculations, and here's the cash. Now me go see this country, now me visit them, now me go sell, now me calculate and everything. So listen to me attentively. When I go to this country, the first question I ask is, are you people allergic to upstairs? I can call upstairs me. In fact, one of the hotels I lodge, in fact, not even one of the hotels that I lodge, I mean, when I was looking for hotel, these people did the wasteland though. Hey! Money, Lagos landlord, toba gba ile imu. Let me still very. Let me go space ile. They are allergic to upstairs, they are allergic to this thing. So, because of my curiosity, I now asked, is there a land law that says maybe come on call upstairs? But when you are come bungalow, right? So when I now asked one of those landowners, the person was like, no, there is no land rule or land law that says no, they should not build upstairs. Because I know some countries they can be like, oh, all the houses should be bungalow, should be this, you know, they used to have format like that. So this person said there's nothing like that, but it's just because bungalow is what people can afford. You understand? That I was like, I don't Nigeria, Lagos land about balandi. And the funny thing is, they build that bungalow, may get space. There's a time like I told you, I was doing survey. You will see some houses, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, one 3 bedroom, lay 1 plot of land. I should still buy. I should still buy. They don't have to use land there. So in a land that coming from Nigeria, that this land where you could be upstairs, be how many imagine some hotels they be fish be 10 upstairs. Here one fish bungalow. Hey. But the thing is, the way they actually space the house is actually nice, because the thing is there's fresh breeze, there's fresh air, there's no jam pack this thing. But even though I call upstairs, you can leave the space. Me as in when I was visiting, I like it. But even abroad, God, they don't have this type of spaces. In fact, when you visit this country, you go they walk on waste still. So you understand what I'm trying to say? So that's me telling you that as somebody coming from Nigeria, And you know, Nigeria is one of those countries that has very good real estate. In fact, the houses that I've seen that they are up to standard, they are houses that were built by either foreigners or some of their nationals that actually lived outside that country. So if you're coming as a Nigerian with your this thing, with your own idea of good real estate, trust me, you will make more. You understand? And another thing again is there's scarcity of accommodation in this particular country. There's scarcity, right? Yeah. So another thing is, and there are actually schools, that so many schools that is coming up. So if you are my clients, I'm going to tell you schools. I'll list out the schools that you should target. So now back to the calculation I did. After you price for one plot of land. So let's say, and one plot of land, according to my estimate of checking other students' lodges and all of that. So let's say you buy one plot of land, or let's just say half lowly afford, but try and do one plot so that your money will come. So you buy one plot of land. So in one plot of land, you should be able to accommodate the way they build their students' lodging. Now we're talking about bungalow. I'm not even talking about upstairs. You should be able to accommodate like 10 flats. There's a way that they build it, that this bungalow, it looks like the house is doing face me and face you, but it's not face me and face you. Like I said, if you're my client, I'll send you pictures or videos of some lodges for you to see. Right? You understand? So to understand what I'm saying, it's not face me and face you, but there's a way they build it that it will make it accommodate space. So, and in the case, you know, for student lodge, right? So a plot of land should be able to accommodate 10 flats, stand-alone flat, stand-alone flat, stand-alone flat, stand-alone. In fact, even in that plot of land, I've seen scenarios, like when I was making my research, I've seen scenarios that some landlord, maybe they built maybe 2 flats in that plot of land. One for your rent, then with time they build the third one, they build the fourth one, this thing. So depending, if you have your money, you build it once. If you have your money, you build it as much as you can, like small like that. So as I was saying, a plot of land can accommodate 10 plot of land. Come on, show you cocoa, come on, it can accommodate more. But like I said, it's Nigerian landlord, the bag it can accommodate more. But let's just say 10 flats, right? And each 10 flats is 2 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 2 bedroom. Each of that 2 bedroom, two students share a room, 2 students share a room. So that means a flat of 2 bedroom, there will be 4 students. So 2 students in a room, 4 students, they will share toilets and they will share kitchen. That's one flat. And like I said, this one, me, if I should do cocoa, but okay, let me just go with the standard that, okay, this they used to waste land. It go past 10 flats. We go there, as in Nigeria, mayor kidney now. You student this, because when I went there was like, all this space, for what? Is it for what? But let us go with standard. Okay. So 4 students per flat. So let's say in a plot of land that's actually 10 flats. That is 4 times 10, that's 40 students. And each student, one person pays like 60,000, depending on whatever is in your house. So by the houses don't need better finishing. I be you can call basic, but then let's go with the basic. You understand? Depends. So when it is baby, let's go with basic. We can call it or can lion or can call shakala or copy this thing. 60K in NAIRA. So 60,000 naira times 40 students, that's 6 times 4, that's 2.4 million naira per month. 2.4 million naira per month. 2.4 million naira times 12. 2.4 million naira times 12. That's 28.8 million naira per year. And the good thing about this business is, it is a student lodge. In this particular country, they pay per month. You see your money per month. And that's why I said, if you're going to rent out this place to students, as there are some nationalities, I will tell you should be your top priority, because some of these people, they have so much money to pay you. And to them, to us, we Nigerians, 60,000 naira is a whole lot of money. But to them, it's not a whole lot of money. So in their currency, it's just take. If you convert it to their currency, that money, that be 200 of their country currency, just take like, you understand? That is how it is. So it's very easy for any student to pay you that amount of money. And like I said, the money can be higher depending on how you structurize your house and every other thing like that. You get that? And of course, yeah. So imagine earning like almost 30 million. And like I said, your money comes in every month, every single month. So to tell you the name of this country that I'm talking about, that gold music, you say, yeah, they do that, do like this thing. I know that, like I tell you that there's so many countries in the world. It's not countries that you can do this type of business. It's not countries that are welcoming to foreigners. It's not countries that you can recover your money this fast. But you see this particular country, out of the ones that I've visited, this is the country that I know that you can recover your money in 2 years. So calculate how much I've told you the price of cement in this country in Naira. So just use that one as estimate for how to build. And another thing is, yeah, how to build and just the customer. And like I told you, you might not build all these 10 flats once. You can build it, then go. And then another thing about this is, like I said, so imagine almost 30 million naira per year. So imagine if you have to build this house, this 10 flats, you increase it to 1-story building, 2-story building, 3-story building. So you're looking at maybe 60 million naira, 90 million naira, almost 100 million naira per year. And you say you want to Japa, or you Japa, you have money in your account, you don't know what to do it. Abike, you have money in your account, you are looking for, instead of carrying that money, going to your village to go and build it, that nobody is gonna rent, that they will not even do roads to that place. Carry that money to that country and invest in that country. And then, yeah. So for me to tell you the name of this country that I'm talking about, I'll charge you, you know the deal. I'll charge you 8 million naira because it's good business too. And if you like, you cannot pay me 8 million naira. I think it's before anybody will actually take, because it is every country has students lodge, every country has foreigners, every country has this thing. So it takes somebody that is really business oriented, and you're very calculative to know that student lodge business could strive. So go Google or search our country to your copy for that student lodge and you cash over. So the time number of this country 8 million naira. Shaka Ashankai. I take the person, you visit the country, you do your survey, and me, I've had the basic questions that I've asked all those questions and this and like that. You do your survey, you go to the, if you want to buy land, you know all those verifications they used to do it. They don't used to actually SCM people there, naturally. They don't use the SCM. But of course, still normal life, you still have to do those check. All those land surveyor, is it government property, is not government, like something like that. And if you're coming to this country, I can actually assist you with your visa, to come in person, to come at this survey, to come and check. Oh my, this gay. This thing when you talk, now you talk a bit, you wine. You know, say if I don't see how you talk, if I don't see how you talk, you me see that I tell you. So I tell you how much I will call. May nobody come prize me because this one I don't give you everlasting money. So imagine you build down like upstairs now, you earn like 100 million naira in a year. Your next state has like 200 million naira. Like I said, you know, we've not had the cost of building, but you know what takes more of building materials is cement, right? So for those of you that you've built houses before, you have your contractor just do that calculation of 10,000 per bag of cement multiplied by how many bag of cement where they use build, how many distance per square meter. Just do it like that. Just calculate them. So just know your cost estimate. So the only one way we make now roofing do POP. I think most of these students they do POP. Some of them they use ceiling, they use PVC. They just use all this local. That's why I'm telling you that 60,000 naira per month is your basic fare. So depending, if you use POP for you go charge higher. If you use this thing, but it's a student lodge, you can just use PVC like other people, like this thing. And the other thing I'll tell you is most student lodge, depending, there are that's why I said depending. Some they put in one of the flats, Some they put fridge, they put fridge, they put cooker or this thing. Then everybody in that house will share it. And then when they are going, you check if it's fine or not, or this thing. Or you can leave it empty, everybody to bring their things. But if everybody have to bring their own things, the space will not be enough for them. So it's always advisable. You might provide for them. You might or you might not. That's why I'm telling you that whatever you provide for them, depending. So if you don't say you want the shower per month, if you give them AC, make give them fridge, make give them this one, give them that one, give them everything, give them long life and prosperity, and your money go talk out. But you cannot just give them anything as means even they bring 120k per month. What they can answer you. So depending on whatever you put inside, that will actually be attractive. And like I told you, after I pay your 80 million naira for me to stay in this country, I'll give you 3 schools that you should target the location. Imagine if you have this type of 1 million, 100 million per year return on investment in like 3 areas in that same country, in that same state. Do you know how much? Just like 300 million naira per year times. Hey! See, if you can afford it, do it. Instead of packing all this money to go and do Japa, you can just invest. And if you're scared of investing in Nigeria, nobody knows tomorrow, whatever this is, you can invest in this country. In how many years you cover your money, and I'm just saying. So if you're interested, you can send me a mail, you can send me a DM. I can always have you guys on board. So guys, thank you guys in the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now. Peace out.